Assalamu alaikum, good morning viewers, and welcome back to the week edit here on Vision TV with me, YAHYA KRUBALLY. And then today is very important days. As you all know, every 23rd of April, that is every 23rd of April, the world will be commemorating like World Books and then Copyright Days. So I decided to go back in our high schools, because we have so many clubs which we were promoting like the issue of writing and all the stuff. So joining me in more of this discussion, I am with these two people, special people from different high schools, and then they were also members of their various press club. So I will allow them to introduce themselves to you. We will start with to my left here, to my right rather.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon once again. And then I am Sedu Gassama from Frafani Senior Secondary Schools, where I graduated my senior level. Yes.
And how are you, madam?
Okay, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, my name is Mariama Edabo from Koto Senior Secondary School, a recent graduate.
Yeah. Thank you very much, my special guest, and then I appreciate your coming, because it's not easy, like this one is very hot and in the Ramadan also, so you decided to come and then to explain how about your experience you were facing, or the challenges that you are facing when it comes to the press in your respective high school. So I am very glad, so I don't have to be selfish here. I'm very glad, and then I appreciate your coming once again. And then we will start with you, Aisha. How was the press club in your high school level?
Thank you very much. In Farafenni Senior Secondary School, the press, I can say there were a lot of clubs within the area. Different sections. So that's why we call it Social Science Club. And that Social Science Club engulfs the press, drama, debate, and then article writing, and then a lot of things in the Social Science Club. So we just give it as a name, as social science. We can call it from writing skills and other stuff. That's the way it is.
And would you like to take it from there?
Yeah. Okay, from our own side, we call our press Koto Press Club. That's the name, yeah, Koto Press Club. The press club entails drama, poetry, news writing, news editing, news reporting.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so those are our main activities. Normally, every assembly, there is one or two person who are responsible for the reporting, and then another person responsible for the news, other stuff.
So yeah, viewers, and as you heard the answers, there are many similarities and then there are many differences also, I said, because I don't know whether people will have like editors who will be editing news like every assembly people to represent.
Yeah, there were editors. That is the Social Science Club coordinator. He was the very one with even the history department.
Yes.
And they will be the very one going to edit whatsoever there is information that we brought. Then they will edit it and paste it on a notice board.
Notice board, yeah.
So anytime, like students will go there to read the news and also articles that makes students every time to chase the ball, so that they will know what article or story is being pasted.
Exactly. You know, all these things is about current affairs, because we are so much interested in the news. So today is very important day. Like I said, every year, every month, every April, like 23rd of every April, the world will be commemorating World Book and Copyright Day. So back in the days, like when we look in the early 90s or colonial eras, many people were interested in writing. So in the Gambia here, we focus more on this technological aspect instead of like the area of this social aspect, like the area of writing and then so on, drama and so on. So the government is giving more scholarship to scientists. All our mind is about programming and then technology. We neglect what is leading the world front. That is, anything we have to do, we have to write. Even in technologies and science we are doing, we have to write. So today is very, very important day and important occasions, and then the program today is all based on that. So as you heard from my board guests, like in their high school, they wrote articles, they edit articles for them to read. Like, it's all about current affairs. So it's very, very important for us to promote it. It's not in our syllabus, in high school syllabus, but those clubs guide it. Those clubs are just there to help. The press club in every high school is there to help, to guide students on how to write and read, because we are not learning a subject of how to write and read in schools. So how do you face in Kodu Secondary School that, because the subject of reading and writing is not taught inside, it's not included in your syllabus, it's not included in your curriculum per se. Yeah. How do you face being a member of the press club?
Okay, it was not an easy thing, I can say, because most of us were timid. We were not bold enough to stand in front of the whole school, I can say, and say our mind, and internally all the details that are happening in the school. It is the press club that normally gives all those people to the students. We can say we are the ears, the mouth, and other stuffs in the school. So we always give out information. But we have a teacher coordinator who normally supports us in our activities. Our principal is very supportive when it comes to press club. But most of the other departments, those people, they will be like, these people, they are fed cats. So they are liars.
Yes, sir.
So when other people, they did something that is negatively affecting others, maybe we can say senior prefect and other people whom we know that they have position in the school, other students like us, when they did something in the school that is very bad for the image and is not in the welfare of the student. When we try to address those things, it will be like a backfire to us, because most of the people, they will bully us and other stuff. We have those are the challenges we are facing right now. But our teacher coordinator is very supportive, and we are always encouraged.
And then it is normal, not even in high school, even in the government, the current government or the previous government, or in any government of any nation, people will just criticize. People will just associate liars with the journalists as liars and all so on. So going back to Farafenye High School, how was the press like? How was things there, or how are things?
Okay, the time the press there, it normally does a very good job when it comes to Farafenye, because students will always wanted to hear us during assembly time. That's Monday morning. That's where you have like BBC will say, other people will say Al Jazeera, others will say GRTS.
Exactly.
You understand? So each one of them will wanted to bring an important news to the people, so that they will listen to them. All of those Al Jazeera, BBC, whatsoever, they are in the same club, but they are competing information, so that they will give to the students.
So like there was a series of competition when it comes to presenting news
dissemination of information to the students. Other students would be only get to understand what is happening in the Gambia in every Monday, because this is where they were able to understand. The news, right? The news that is going on. So because of that, like every Monday, that will push us in order to get information. And then the other one is like when it comes to meeting, the class will be full of people. So you fear, like at the first time, you fear of those people, because every Friday, the last double period will be a meeting. You will meet and then come together, discuss the way forward.
That is basically for the press club members.
For the press members. But many people in different field in the school will come and then join us, to discuss. So many people came to embrace it and also join the club, which makes it a better place for everybody.
And then it is very, very, very important, like when it comes to that competition that you just talked about here, because there are so many people, like when it comes to Farafenni there, who don't get access like to watch television, but let me say radio, they will listen to radio, but like to watch television or to read newspaper is very, very difficult. And then you people come up with this initiative like to help the students in that school, particular school, to have information, both current national and international information that is going on around the world is very, very important to start like. When it comes to writing, because we all know everything about talking is writing. So you cannot be a good talker, you're gonna be a good writer without being a good reader or a good listener. So it all have to start with that. As I made mention earlier on that writing and reading is all very important here, most especially in this very day, that is the World Book and then Copyright Day. So it's very, very important that we give back to what we learn, or because you cannot give back to what you learn without writing. You have to write, and then giving those people, disseminating those information to those students, you have to write. And then it all begins, you have to be a good writer to be able to communicate well when it comes to public speaking. How was the writing aspect when you come there?
Yeah, the writing aspect was very interesting, I can say. So the reason why today, like when it comes to writing, my writing skills improved because of being part of the press. Because anytime I would love to write an article. Like every week, I will make sure, even though a small piece of article, I will be able to write it, so that I will give it to my teacher coordinator, who will edit it and then paste it. So that was the reason, even like the Paradise FM in Farafenni, they were giving me that opportunity to go there and then just to volunteer every Saturday to talk, based on the issue that are happening in Farafenni. So because of that writing skill also helps me.
It helps you a lot. Yeah. When it comes to coding, so you can take from there.
Okay. In the aspect of writing in Kotu, we can say each student were given a task to write something. Whether it is going to be something that is not even worthy of writing, but you are going to write something. Kotu Press, in collaboration with Kotu Development Bank, KDP, we normally organize drama, poetry, and debate competition. And debate entails you have to write something when it comes to debate and poetry. So in all those aspects, you have to write something. And in the news editing, and before reporting our news every Mondays, we normally sit every Saturday. All of the press club members are all to go to the school and sit together as a club and edit most of our stories, whether you are experienced or not. But we will try to attach ourselves with people that are experienced and people that are not experienced, so that all of us can gain something from the guidance. Now,
you made mention like your head boy, when they did something that is wrong and they need to be addressed, you the press follow that thing, and then you want to publish it. It will be like they will associate you people as a liar or something else. So how those that feel as a member of a press club or as a writer, because you wrote something, just not like to punish someone, but to address him, to tell him like, this is what you did, and it is very wrong. It needs to be addressed. So that person feel angry because he is he is a senior prefect, or he is the head of the school. Did they ever punish you people for that?
No, we are never punished for that, because it is our right, and we are not saying something that is not accurate. We make sure, as a press member in Kotu school, we make sure every information we are given is accurate, and then we conduct live interviews. We normally, if there is an issue in the school that entails students, teachers, senior prefects, head boy, head girls affairs, we normally go to each person and in an interview we make sure that we have both sides of the stories.
So like you were playing the role of journalist.
Yeah, we make sure we have both sides of the story before even publishing it. So that will give us the chance for them to not criticize us or slander us, because for criticism they will do it. It's their own will. But for slandering us and other stuffs, they were not given the opportunity. They might say it among them as students and other stuff, but they will not be even bold enough to come and attack us on something else. But they will be like, hey, she's that girl, hey, they said this, hey, they said that. That's the only thing they say it. Sometimes press members will feel hurt because you standing in front of people and talking is not an easy thing at all. So you will stand and say what you have to say, and at the end of the day, they will be like you are lying or other stuff. But we know that the things that we broadcast in front of the people is a true story. So that's why forever the spirit of press is in us. Yeah.
It's very, very important. Today we go back to Edward Francis Small, and then we term him as the watchdog of the Gambia. What makes him the watchdog? He write, he read, he listen. So it's very, very important for us also to write, listen, and then read. It's very important when it comes to the aspect of reading, because let me say, like in Farafenye, it's not everybody who is using a mobile phone. You have to get access to hard copy of any book or any article you want to read. So how was it? What difficulties were you facing, or what privilege were you having to get access to all those materials that you read?
The materials that we normally read comes from the almost, I can say, the teacher coordinator who facilitate that, because we were having a very strong team of teachers coordinators. Because I can say the government teacher was part of it. He studied international law, and then the other one also studied human rights. So due to that, it helps us a lot when it comes to getting source and then facts wheresoever we wanted to base our story.
So how about your library? Because let me not only focus on the press here.
Yeah.
We are talking about World Book and Copyright.
Yeah.
More specialists. To be more specific, we limit ourselves to the press.
Yes.
So when it comes to the book, because there are so many novels written by so many authors,
yes.
So I believe those certain books will be available in your libraries for you to read, likes of Chinio, Akebe, and then
yes.
the rest. Yes. So how was the library of your school was like to the press club?
The library was well equipped because it gives everybody the opportunity to be there, and then I can say many people who normally occupy the seats of the library were the press members, or even those who like reading and then writing. So due to that, so the library gives room for everybody, because where I get to understand and then read some articles, some novels about Edward Francis Small, the time he was being referred to as the watchdog.
Watchdog, is that?
And also the disturbance maker. That what they
describe him.
Yeah, describe him. So, and then the time he was also established his news writing.
That is the Battle's time.
Exactly. That's the Gambia Outlook and the
Senegambia Report,
1922. So, which was also an important point, which I can say helps a lot in my knowledge towards Edward Francis Small, and then the time he was being exiled to Senegal, from there, and then to England, that's London. So due to the library, which helps students to understand this, because without the library, students will not have the opportunity to understand a lot of things, especially those who are not reading history. So if you don't read history, you could not understand. So even though you are reading history, you get to understand this when you make more research. And where you can able to do it as a student is the library. So the library is there for everybody. So it helps when it comes to writing, it helps when it comes to reading and understanding of statement. Yeah, that was all about it.
That is so fascinating, because we we like history. History is everything. And then we learn our past through history.
Yes.
We take actions for our future through history. So what Edward Francis, the role he played is very, very important, just as you made mention here.
Yes.
Yeah, giving you the same question, because I have to be fair, I want to know about what went in Kotu and Farafenni, right?
Sure.
Farafenni, about the press. How was the library in Kotu?
Okay. Basically, the library in Kotu, we can say our principal, he really did well for us, because normally he gives back to his students. Not only the press members, but all of the students were given access to go to the library and choose each various categories of areas of interest to read. Whether it is novel, fictions, non-fictions, we have archaeologists, we have scientific books, we have economic books.
Just any book you wish.
Just whatsoever you want to read. If you go to the library, it is available. So all the thanks goes to our principal. From that aspect, most of the students were given the privilege to understand it.
And then you made mention of archaeology here. Archaeology is really a math textbook, but people will say you cannot do maths without practicing it. But when it comes to the archaeology, you have to read. There are certain questions that they can actually like to practice, but it involves also reading. So it's very, very important when it comes to reading. And then if the government or if any school can introduce and then help students on how to teach them, to guide them, because you cannot be a good reader or you cannot be a good listener or a good writer without being guided. So it all started in the grassroots with basic things. So if the initiation of this press, like helping them on how to write articles, on how to read, on how to report stories, is very, very, very important here. So what challenges have students of Farafenni faced the most when it comes to the press?
Yeah, the challenges that the students normally face is, I can say, the headache of everybody is reading.
Reading, exactly.
So if you don't have a love of reading, it will always be a challenge to you. So the teacher or the people who wanted to help you, if you don't push yourself in reading, you always find it difficult. So you prioritize yourself, being involved in reading, it will help you in order to combat any challenge or difficulties that comes your way. That was the number one challenge that I can say, and I can say is the world challenge.
World challenge.
Reading problem. So that's it. And then the other one is other members, because they are not in the arts field, they feel that we are not involved.
Yeah.
So because of that, the press will find it very difficult to bring people on board, because they categorize as the press for our students. So which makes it very difficult for those maybe heading the club who find it difficult to bring people who are competent on board. Though I was the president of the club in 2017 to 2018, I was the president of the social science club. But if you look at the time I was the president, I normally go different areas, the arts, the science, to bring them on board. That is not only the art students who are on.
To engage them.
Come together, come forward, and then we make sure that, this is for everybody. And then we start seeing commerce students coming forward. People like YAHYA and then other, we are there. Commerce students. They were doing well and also going to the TV, to report news. So because of the help of the press. So because of reading and then having the love of writing, which helps a lot.
That is really, really important, because there are so many challenges, but the challenges that you just stated is very, very important. Like she mentioned earlier on that they associate Kotu students associate the press like liars and so on. Did the same thing apply to you people?
No, I can say not very much. Even though it happened, I can say it is much like, it's not like what it happens to other schools. because there, so especially when it's come to Friday, Monday, everybody wanted to hear us. Even those department of minor English, people wanted to hear them, what they have gathered during the school days. There anything that a teacher happened to made a statement that is against the English rule, they will also pay attention on that. So we were also doing that, because I can remember fully well, like at the time I was heading the department of minor English, the side of minor English. The first day when we come and then I can say quote unquote lambast one of the teachers in who are speaking grammatical uncomfort. So we went there and then we said those statements, and then students were saying, wow, we never knew that like teachers were able to would say grammars that are against the English rule. So because of that, minor English and other help students, because every Monday they wanted to hear what's new.
I believe that teacher will never forget what happened. And then coming back to you also, because you just stated one challenge that is associated with people like liars. So what other challenge did the press face in coding?
It's basically the students, most of the students, as he said, is the same problem.
So you mean you people are having the same problem?
Most of the other failed students, they tend to hold themselves back and dissociate themselves from the press club. They would categorize press club as an art club. So if you are not an art student, you should not be in the press club. So normally we also try to emphasize on that also, and normally encourage other students from various aspects to come forward so that we can all build our public speaking and other stuff. So, and then the other thing is that the students most of the students from other field, even from the arts field, reading is their problem. So reading is a problem in the Gambia. Okay, we tend to attach you. If we know that you are not that good in reading, we will never give up on you. Every Saturday you will come for a hard, that every Saturday you will still keep on repeating the same stuff until you are good with that story. Then you will go on board and report that story. That story, if it necessarily means that we will keep that story aside for you only to practice on it.
Keep on rehearsing
this. Keep on rehearsing on it. Up to the extent that we know that she is good or he is good to go on board and report our story. And then we normally attach the people who are not well grounded in reading, and the people whom we know that they can read fluently, so that they can help in
other. Just to remind you again that you are watching the week edit with me, YAHYA KRUBALLY, on Vision TV, and then our topic or our discussion today just lies on the commemoration of World Book and Copyright Day. Because in the Gambia here, I believe the Gambia Writers Association also commemorate the same day, and then they will come. Maybe due to the Ramadan or the COVID-19, they won't able to celebrate it with the other part of the world. But it is very, very important for us as a young generation, or for us as just a member of a press. Though the bad thing is, or the thing that just discomfort me right now is the fact that I wasn't a member of the press club during my high school. So I graduated without being a member of a press club, but I was a member of a commerce club because I was commercially oriented in high school. So the fact that I love reading, I like reading, and then I also enroll in I'm also doing a course that involves a lot more of reading. So it's very, very important here. And then we will come to this thing that we are coming at, let me say, to the ending of this program. So I just want you to, if you have remarks to make, you can do that.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the platform. It is wonderful because it is important we come and share our story to people to understand what we have gone through. So due to this, we'll help others to to emulate those who are looking up to us.
Exactly.
So I'm just overwhelmed giving me this opportunity.
That reminds me, before we wrap up here, that when it comes to the soft copies and then the hard copy of the aspect of reading, rather, in Farafenni there, I might not know that, I can say like, because it's part of the prevalence, it's part of the rural Gambia, few people are not having, or few people are using like smartphones to get access to soft copies and read those novels and so on. So what challenge, that also is a challenge. So how were people in Farafenni facing the fact that they are not having smartphones, they are not reading articles online or reading soft copies of a novel?
I can say the teachers coordinator, at any time they happen to got such articles, they will send it to the page. And the page, those who are there, lucky enough to be in the page, will try to give it to their students when there is study classes. Because from 4 to 6, there will be study classes conducted. So within that duration, before Monday, we have happened to get enough what we're going to present in the assembly time. We use papers also to write, because we could not afford maybe the PC, laptop, and then maybe phone to write other stuff or to search. But those who are lucky to get simple phone will be able to search Google.
We'll get back to you. Yes, Ma, the time is already going, so you can, if you have any closing remark,
okay.
You can do
I
it.
would like to thank you for giving us this platform.
Welcome.
To showcase ourselves, and through this, many people who were not encouraged or who were discouraged will be bold enough and do whatsoever they want to do. And then I hope from this, the government also and the educational system in the Gambia will be able to help us. And I also, because without Kotu Press Club, I will not even be sitting here and talking. So I would like to thank Kotu Press Club, and then we will keep on doing our work, and the momentum will be keep going.
That's very, very interesting. And viewers, this is the end of this show, but it's not the end of what we were just saying here. We just have to keep on reading, and we have to keep writing. As he mentioned here, like when it comes to the challenges of this soft copy and hard copies, if you are there sitting and thinking like, I don't have a smartphone, I cannot read without a smartphone, or I cannot read the hard copy of a novel, my dear, you are just played. Think of Edward Francis Small, which we all set examples of. In the 80s or 90s or during his time, I can say there was less this material, there was less computers for him to use and get access to all these important things that he left for us and we are using today. So what he did is to copy it, to write hard copies, and then he left that thing for us, and then we are using the same things here, which the Gambian or which Africans term him as the watchdog of the Gambia. So it's very, very important for you to keep reading novels, to keep writing, and keep educating us, keep inspiring us. I am very, very glad to raise this issue here and then speak to you about the press, the importance of the press. We are not liars, we are just readers, and we educate you people. So bye for now, and then I want you to like our page and then subscribe.